Hello and welcome back, I'm Lygo and this is My Life in Football Manager episode 49, and today we visit the City of Manchester Stadium to face Man City, 4th place in the league, we are 5th. But before we get into that, if you enjoyed today's episode, leave a thumbs up down below, subscribe to the channel for more Football Manager content on Mondays, Wednesdays and Fridays. But with that out of the way, let's go have a look at the league table, how we're doing. We are sat in 5th position, Man City 4th as mentioned. We've got a couple of games played over Spurs, 1 game over City. I tell you what, it's hotting up. Chelsea, Liverpool, City, ourselves and Spurs. This is very, very tight. Everton a little way back. I don't think Wolves are in the running now, and Man United look to have won the league at this stage. In terms of form coming into this game, since that Wolves game we won 4 games on the bounce. Burnley, West Ham, Stoke and Bristol. Fairly easy games to be fair. We went and drew against Leeds, which was a frustrating game. And then a 0-0 against Arsenal in which we were the better team. But now we've got 3 games that are going to be difficult: City, Liverpool and Chelsea, before finishing the season with Newcastle, Norwich and Forest. So you've got to take the good with the bad, and I tell you what, one player that's been a banging form is Reginaldo Ramirez. He's possibly the best player I've ever had on Football Manager. Just this season alone, 14 goals, 11 assists. Average rating of 7.59. He's just a complete player. He can do everything. I've said it time and again. Going forward, he's exactly what we want. The only problem is Liverpool and United are in for him. He does have a minimum release clause in his contract. I won't be accepting anything less than that if he does decide to go in the summer. But hopefully we can convince him to stay with some European football. So let's make an attempt at that by first beating City today. I'll pick the team and then come back to you. So this is the team to face City. We've got Slicker in goal, Araujo, Barrionuevo, Lopez and Luis at the back, Irineu, Garner and Vieira in midfield, Barnes, that man Ramirez on the right, and Bazuba leading the line. Carvajal is fit again, not currently match fit, still working his way back to full fitness. And here's to hoping that he can regain his ability after that awful injury. We put him on the rehab as soon as possible. It's nice to see that his stats are going back up again. And he doesn't seem to have lost too much potential ability, a little bit, but maybe that's just from not playing, so fingers crossed with that one. Let's dive into the game. And I think similar to the other big teams, we don't have the best of records against Man City, and we will pump our fists, tell the boys to do it for the pundits. That's motivated all of them. That's great to see. Straight into the game. We're in the away kit of red today, and that is one strong looking City side. Sterling still playing for them, and Upamecano, I tell you what, that is a who's who of stars on this game. Upamecano, McKennie, Ederson, Rice, Valverde, Musiala, Haaland and Sterling. What a strong team that is. How they're still in 4th or 5th place, I do not know. But Garner looks to have picked up an injury. Will make a straight swap there for Hercules. Hercules starting to show a bit more of his potential later on in the season as he's getting more game time. But again, it's City coming forward, and he hit the post. It's that man hurling Haaland, and thankfully he hasn't got his shooting boots on today. It's one miss from him, and I think that's his only attempt on goal. And let's try and keep it that way as well, because we know how deadly he can be. But not too many highlights going on in this first half. 2 for City. Looks like this one's going to be ours. Araujo on the overlap down the left. Cuts it back. Barnes, Araujo. Nice little 1-2 there. Irineu, Hercules. Ramirez works himself into space, and what a finish that is. Reginaldo Ramirez, 15th goal of the season. What a finish. No chance of Edison saving that. He managed to wriggle himself free of the defender. Thought he'd lost it at first. If we just see that again on the highlights here, we can see him picked up by McKennie, wriggles free, and what a finish that is. And with our first attempt, we go 1-0 up, and unfortunately Araujo has picked up an injury as well, twisted knee, so we'll change him at half time. So let's get in the dressing room, give everyone a pat on the back, let's go make that substitution. And the trouble here is we don't really have a left back, so I think what I'm going to do is just push Barnes on a bit more, and we'll bring Cash on this side and play him as an inverted wing back on support. Whether it works or not, I don't know. Probably not the game to be experimenting in, and we're left with no other choice. The only other left back is Benzabaini, I think his name is. He doesn't get anywhere near the team. It wasn't my signing. 32 years old, 33. He's over the hill. Wasn't any quality. So I tend not to put him on the bench, and he's just very much an emergency backup, which could be called into the team if that's a serious enough injury. But we're knocking it about nicely at the back here. It's a ball in behind for Vieira. Works perfectly and unfortunately can't apply the finish, and it's a good save by Edison. But it's a positive attack. That's what we want to see. Ramirez now with the corner. Near post. Lopez can't get a head on it. But if we can get the 3 points here against City, and also we stopped Arsenal picking up points. They're a lot further back, so that's not too much of an issue. But Liverpool and I forgot who the other fixture was, but as I was saying that, we've conceded a goal, so we need to give a bit of shout of encouragement to the team. It's a set piece as well, which we're normally pretty good at set pieces, but City have managed to level it. And if we can stop them from winning, that'd be ideal, but ideally we want to be taking all 3 points, and we will make our final substitution. What I'm going to do is just shuffle around this front three and have them all playing as inside forwards. Barnes can come off, and we still have the problem of on the left wing. Barnes, Cantwell and Damsgaard, just none of them give a performance whatsoever. It's so frustrating. 3 players. Maybe it's a tactic, I don't think so, but why I can't get a performance out of 3 players, especially 3 established players, is beyond me. But we're going to go to attacking. Last 10 minutes, get these 3 points. This would be huge. We've got a highlight here. Cash with the throw-in. Unfortunately, throws it straight to the opposition. And the problem now is City going to look to counter, and we somewhat halt them. And it's a sloppy pass. We've won the ball back well. Vieira, if you can send Ramirez in. Ramirez is free here. Can he apply a finish? Another excellent finish from Ramirez. The more I see of this boy, the more I'm falling in love with him. He is phenomenal. And it's his 16th goal of the season. And look at him in acres of space. Vieira spots the pass, takes a couple of touches, and then, similar to the first half, slots it in that far post with ease. And we could be getting all 3 points here at the Etihad. We'll drop a final bit of praise just to see the boys over the line. And a huge 3 points for us there. And let's go have a look at what that's done to the table, because as well as pushing us up, that stops Man City getting any points. And look at that, we're now 3 points ahead of them, still pushing Liverpool and Chelsea. So if we can make it to the Champions League, that will be fantastic. But as usual, let's come to the schedule, scroll all the way. And I think unless we've got anything interesting to play for, I think I'm going to play through the rest of the season and just bring you something of interest, because it is so tight. Could end up going right down to the wire, but I'll bring you back where it's interesting. So we'll wrap this one up there. If you've enjoyed this episode, leave a thumbs up down below. Subscribe to the channel for more Football Manager content on Mondays, Wednesdays and Fridays. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you next time.